What is going on, everybody? We got a special one here for you. And I thought there would be no other way to do this than to actually start this off with a Pokemon Wonder intro. So I've prepared something for you, and I'm going to give it a go.
Nice.
So buckle up. This is the first time I've done something like this, everybody. So I appreciate you. This guy, Justin, right here, he came into the hobby like a bolt of lightning. Fast, electric, and impossible to ignore. From day one, he didn't just participate in the community, he energized it. His interviews quickly became some of the greatest in the hobby, pulling out real stories, real insights, and real value from the biggest names in the game. He has a knack for asking the questions everyone's thinking and turning conversations into must-watch moments. But Justin didn't stop at content. He bet on himself. He did. He made the leap of faith from the 9 to 5, the grind that is, to the full-time entrepreneur and never looked back. Today, he operates roughly 3 Pokemon-centric businesses, proving that passion, when paired with vision and work ethic, can turn a hobby into a powerhouse. Let's invite Justin to the Slabbed podcast.
I am honored. Thank you. That was amazing, Josh. You did great. I'm gonna hire you to do mine this year. Are you for hire?
Yeah, no, I appreciate you. Appreciate you coming on.
Wait, was that a spoiler? Did you just give a spoiler away? That was great, Josh. I loved it. You much better than I could have done. Yeah, that was fantastic.
Very good.
I was that's the most nervous I've been in a long time on YouTube. So that I feel good. It feels good, you guys. Appreciate it.
Feels good to knock it out. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thanks so much for having me, gentlemen. Again, I said it before, I'll say it again. It's an honor. I fully and highly respect both of you, and I'm just so glad to be here, and I'm thrilled to have the conversation today.
Thank you. Yeah, we've been talking about it a few times now. We've been excited about you coming on and joining us on for it. I know we've got some cool questions to jump into too, so we're gonna have some good conversation. And we're live. How exciting is that?
So I love it.
Hey everyone. Hey everyone.
That's way to do it.
Yeah, I see a bunch of people here. You got a lot of fans. Mr. Pokemon Wonder.
There we go.
Good to see you, Fresh Hat.
All the goats coming in.
Good to see you, brother.
Paying him. Appreciate you guys. All the legends in the chat. Speaking of legends, the
Luke.
legend of Luke.
Hey, brother.
Actual
Good to see you, man.
legend.
Who was my secret Santa. I believe he had sent me the gift through Oak's Discord. Shout out to Legend of Luke.
I love it.
Superstar.
You know what?
Superstar.
All of them. It's fantastic. So yeah, I appreciate you coming on again. Again, we're going to be getting into some of the business stuff, a lot of the hobby talk, different things, collecting, card shows, and having just a general discussion, getting to know you a little bit more. Since the last time both of us were on your podcast, we were really a lot more collector focused. I think all of us, and I think Oak might be the only one still like powerhouse and through the collector focus.
We love you, Oak. But appreciate you.
He's like, grow up, Oak. Come on, Oak. Grow up.
Don't. It's no fun. Stay there.
So I'm looking forward to just hearing kind of about what's changed in your world. I've heard lots of different things, and you've given me a little bit of insight of what's going on. And just so you guys know, all of his links are linked down below in the description. And we'll be talking a little bit more in depth about some of what those are, which will be pretty awesome. So yeah, if you could introduce yourself for some of the people who might not know who you are. We have maybe some Yu-Gi-Oh people that listen, some video game people, and that'd be awesome.
Sure. Yeah. Justin, aka Pokemon Wonder, started out in the hobby. Again, as Josh said, a few years back, started making content, really just like all of us did, just crazy videos. We didn't know what we were doing, just trying to get in and get engaged and just get started. It led me down the path of opening packs initially, creating some content around investment in Pokemon cards and releases and just some of the logic behind it. And eventually that led me into doing some live breaks, which we'll talk more about probably later. And then I actually wanted to start a podcast. So that then transitioned in large part to then just be podcast and live breaks. Then connected with just a bunch of just amazing people. It just continued to snowball one after the next, and life and opportunity start to change quite a lot over that year, over the past 2 years, really. And then from there, things really started to shift. We had changes in my corporate job. I was in IT for 22 years, working in the chemical industry, leading the innovation team, mainly in software development, but did hardware, software, all that kind of fun stuff. And as that kind of came to an end, I was already running a Pokemon business. We have a Pokemon family here at the house, the wife, the kids, me. We do Pokemon Friday every week. We still open packs to this very day. Enjoy whatever the set is or just some older sets. We still play TCG. Me and my wife will sit down at the dining table and we'll have our latest decks and battle each other for fun. And sometimes we'll hold little mini tournaments here. Not too long ago, maybe a couple of weeks, no, a couple months really at this point. But we went to and did some tournaments locally at a game store down, in North Carolina, and just a little bit of everything. So we all collect, we all play, we all love it. And of course, during my corporate job, I thought, well, I need a tax write-off for all this money I'm spending, so I better create a business. And little did I know that was going to be the future that I held. And I'm so grateful for everybody who's helped me, who's guided me, who's still here today, being part of this with us. And I can't wait to see what the future holds. So many things we'll talk about next, but I'm here and I'm full-time Pokemon, as you said, 3 full-time businesses and lots of team members throughout those. And it is amazing. And I think you were just saying it last week, Oak. I just never imagined the hobby would be right here at this moment. Like I thought the previous hype was the best, or the one before that was the best. And it was just like, okay, it can't get any better than this. Like it's going to fall down. Like we're just going to crash and burn at some point. Right. And it just keeps going, a little dip and it keeps going. I'm like, okay, let's go for the ride. Let's see what happens next. And let's get the right equipment to make sure we're going to survive.
Yeah.
How many thumbnails has there been for that over the past 5 years from YouTubers? Like this crash is coming, is this the crash kind of thing? Josh has done like 15 of them. But I think, like absolutely insane right now. So to hear that you from your summary there and from the stuff I was already aware of, my opinion is like, that's so exciting. Like I just love hearing about that you're just embracing it like that. You're running and you're doing something with it. You're not just part of it and trying to collect and buy at the high and stuff. Like you're actually like really immersed in it, obviously connected with a lot of people and providing a service for a lot of customers. Clearly, I mean, you have those businesses. I love that. I love that you're so ingrained in it now, and in different ways. So I'm excited for us to talk through some of those different areas. One other quick thing too, you just said a lot, and I've got a lot of things running through my mind as you were talking. You were saying about going to the you went to one of the TCG stores, and played a little bit. You're involved with that. I'm curious. They talked about the Pokemon Day and Night thing coming out, where it's like day stuff for the kids or whatever, and night stuff they're going to be doing at LGSs for adults. I want to hear what you do with that, because they just dropped it. They sent an email out. The Pokemon did this week. They're going to be doing some like adult. I don't know. We haven't talked about it yet because it hasn't. It came out after the last podcast, but they're doing like adult events for people in the Pokemon industry, which sounds cool. Like you. Yeah, it sounds like you would be someone that definitely would, have the opportunity and kind of get involved with. So I'm really excited to hear what you and other people, you guys in the chat, what people start doing with that, in the community. I don't have an LGS near me, so I want to live vicariously through you. So keep us up to date on that. If you're still, I probably will, but if you're still doing something with it, I want to hear what they get planned.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
heard of it yet, but obviously anything, especially when we have some adult specific stuff, I love it. We went down to the Mighty Meeple. Shout out to Mighty Meeple, and it was a massive store. I couldn't believe the amount of play area. They had more play area for games than they had store for things to buy, and it was just it was amazing. So I loved it,
Wow.
and I can't wait. I'm sure they're going to be doing something special. So I'll keep you posted, Oak.
Yeah, and it's Pokemon branded. Like it's actually Pokemon that are a part of it,
That's
so it
pretty
should
cool.
be actually legit. Good
Legit, yeah.
quality. Whatever it is that they're doing, it should be pretty good quality. I hope. Anyway, yeah.
I love it.
Just wanted to throw that in there because when I heard you say that,
I think it's gonna be like whiskey and Pokemon after hours.
that's what I want.
They made the 30th anniversary of whiskey glasses, right? So that sounds right.
Was that real?
No, I mean it wasn't
fake.
Pokemon official. Yeah, it was something else. Third party.
Oh.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I saw that picture though. They do.
It looks nice. I was like,
nice. Yeah.
Might have to dabble with that, So before we jump into everything, we got to keep it consistent with the podcast. We got spicy comments from last week. It was like a 17-way tie, people. Like, what are we doing? It was we need to upvote some different ones instead of just all the same ones. So we ended up picking one. I believe it was Katie Lowen. I didn't copy the name. I believe it was Katie Lowen that had said this. She had said, if Destined Rivals booster boxes ever go to Pokemon vending machines, felonies will be committed. Pokemon Wonder, unpack it. What do you think? Is that spicy? Think it could happen?
I think the hobby moves so fast. It's always gonna be the next thing. Whatever the highest peak is, that's burning our pockets and burning the holes in the wallets. I think that is a key indicator that felonies will be created because of Pokemon. Period. And we see it, the robberies all the time. So I think she's spot on, and Destined Rivals is actually just one of many examples.
Yeah.
I remember people going crazy when Vivid Voltage. We've talked about it before, but when Vivid Voltage was out and you couldn't get it, and there's people at Target like fighting for it and stuff. I mean, yes, but I agree. It's been years. I did see. I don't know if you guys saw. There was a video. Might have just been last week. It was pretty recent. A guy managed to glitch out one of the vending machines, and it just kept dropping everything. Like it was literally, it was putting it in bags, and like people were recording him and stuff. I was like, I feel like that's probably a felony. Like, I know it's not smashing it up, but like that's theft, right?
Yeah.
So,
You're tampering with it. Yeah, you're going to jail, bud. Wait, record it and give us evidence. Thank you.
Yeah, I wonder if it was. It probably wasn't Destined Rivals, but it probably would have been sold out already. But I'm sure it was something interesting. Yeah.
Question: do you guys know? Have we ever seen booster boxes in vending machines like that? I thought it was like ETBs and bundles.
Yeah.
I can't say that I have. I've definitely seen ETBs, booster bundles, packs, sleeves. I've not seen a booster box. No.
Yeah. So I agree with Katie in the sense that if we ever, because I think that would be revolutionary. Maybe that's what you're getting at. It would
pay out.
Yeah, there would definitely be violent crimes in front of my
I've
local
seen them
program.
crack. I've seen them crack Evolution's booster box back in the day, and put the packs in. They cracked the booster box and just put the packs in raw. Yeah,
that's dark. Wow. Dang, that's crazy. Oh, that was a good one. Interesting. I think, any booster box that finds its way to that vending machine is going to result in violent crime. So why not make it the hottest set right now?
Right. Yep. Way to go, killing it.
Yep. Next week's spicy comments. Mr. Justin, I'll give you the floor.
We have been carrying the weight of Pokemon over the past 20 years. They've had ups and downs, and the success of them have fallen on the people who love the hobby, who play the TCG, who collect, and then, of course, have businesses around it. And they're building up to the point where they're going to demolish everybody. They're going to be so popular, they don't need us anymore. They're going to get rid of distribution. They're going to get rid of selling at big box stores, and they're going to open up stores across the world and do it all themselves and take all the profit.
That was fantastic, but you might be limited to 200 characters in your comment. Just
I'll summarize it for you later.
That was great.
I had to set it up, though. I had to set it up.
Oh, it was great.
I don't know if I can beat that. that's a tough one to follow. We should have had you go live. That's just
Set the bar, man. He set the bar.
I was going to say this is going to be the most disappointing Pokemon Day we've ever had.
Ooh.
No spoilers.
That's a kick in the junk.
Could you imagine? They'll just run the Super Bowl ad on Pokemon Day and call it. We're good. We're good.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll talk about Pokepopia. Anyway, I'll let you go. Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts on that.
There is a clear delineation between CryptoPunks and the current selling prices of Pokemon cards. Grab your ankles. It's going to be a ride. So,
all right.
It's going to be interesting. Unfortunately, you won't be here to unpack your spicy comment when it's the most voted one next week. So me and Oak will have to work our way through it. You'll have to check that episode out.
Yeah,
for sure.
Hit me up and I'll share some thoughts with you afterwards.
Yeah, that's awesome. So it seems, Professor Oak, we need to call our guys over at StreamYard because the comments still are lagging for me anyway. Let me know if you noticed, but I think there's still like a 5-minute lag on some of
it was even there. Let me. I'll pull up the YouTube one.
But Thrifty TCG's in the house. Appreciate you coming in, Thrift.
Hey, Thrifty, good to see you, dude.
Got Quilly Bear. Appreciate you coming in, Quill.
Good to see you, Quilly.
Mason,
on,
be sure to check out the intro. It was the best part.
Hey, Thrifty. Hey, Mason. But
Hey, Mason.
we're gonna stay on Quilly for a second because Quilly is like, you guys know me and know that I've literally sent microphones to people's houses and headsets and begged them to start making content. Quilly's actually started making content, making videos, and it's awesome. And I'm so overjoyed every time I see a thumbnail pop up or he's been on a podcast or something recently. I'm like, yes, we got another one.
Love it.
Yeah, another one in the bag. This is awesome. So
you've been a huge inspiration for so many people.
Yeah. That wasn't. I don't think that was it. I think if anything, he probably saw it and he was like, I can do better than that. I'm gonna get online and start making content. But yeah, I'm proud of him for getting stuck in and getting involved. There's a lot of other names I see there that still need to get involved.
Call it out.
See you guys.
Mason needs to make content. I agree.
I haven't seen a Mason video in
I'm joking. That was a joke. He's been pumping content.
He's been doing almost something every day or every other day. He's been killing it.
Kyle Bacon has not been making YouTube videos. He's been slacking. That's for sure.
I do it all for Oak.
With Mr. Pokemon Wonder, Justin, you had given us a pretty good laydown of kind of what's going on, where you've been, what's been happening. I mentioned it briefly, I think, in my intro. You had mentioned it briefly. You had 3 different Pokemon businesses kind of running in unison. One of them's newer of the 3, newer branch. So if you could kind of just lay it down, what have you been doing? What's keeping you busy right now, man?
Yeah. So this, I'll give the warning here, but I think you all already know this. These can turn into Pokemon Wonder rants. So feel free to stop me at any point in time. And I don't want to take up all the time. And especially,
let me open my OneNote real quick to take notes.
So Pokemon Wonder obviously is the first one, and that's still running. So as most of you know, I disappeared about a year ago off of social media, and it wasn't because I didn't want to be there. I actually had a back injury that was pretty severe. I know Josh and Oki, you guys know it pretty well. But I was, for almost 6 months, I couldn't even get up and move. So it was pretty bad. And I've been working through that. So I couldn't even sit. Like, me being able to sit right now is just a true pleasure, to be able to sit with you guys and enjoy and not be in pain.
Wow.
So while I was going through all of that, I still had to keep Pokemon Wonder up and running. So Pokemon Wonder was still going. We were still getting the new sets, new cards. I did have some part-time help, which was great, which really helped to keep the business flowing when I couldn't really do too much. So, kudos to those that supported me along the way. And of course, my family as well, a huge support that helped keep Pokemon Wonder alive, fulfilling orders and listing all the new cards and new sets. And we still do all the same things. It's everything from, graded cards to raw cards to your playmats, your dice, you name it, sleeves. So we do all of those things on PokemonWonder.com. And that really hasn't changed too much. Well, as I said to you, Josh, I was, laying there, I couldn't move too much. And funny enough, I said, well, I got to do something. So we started talking to a few other people. And one of the things I wanted to step into before all this happened in terms of my back was to start working with something else beyond YouTube for live streaming. And one of the people that I really wanted to connect with is Chef. So I reached out to Chef. Love you, Chef. Miss you, man. I hope you're out there. I'm not sure if you're with us right now, but I love you. I miss you. And we talked a little bit for a while, maybe about a couple weeks, a month or so. Hey, buddy. And we agreed to go ahead and start a business together. So he was already on eBay Live, as you know. Support with Old School Pokemon and Walrus and so many others. So he was up there and he was doing his thing, but he was still a full-time chef.
Yep.
And so after talking to Chef and kind of talking through what we wanted to achieve together, like, he wanted to start to move out of the kitchen. Like, he wanted to change his lifestyle. He wanted to be in Pokemon if he could. And if not, hey, let's just grow this a little bit and make some extra money on the side. Yep. And we brought him into Pokemon Wonder. So that was August of last year. So in August last year, he and I agreed to start a business together, and essentially he became part of Pokemon Wonder.
Yeah.
So we brought him in, rebranded everything, but I wanted to keep his brand and everything still front and center. So for me, it wasn't about it all being Pokemon Wonder. It was about growing the hobby, and Chef was very iconic. He needed to stand on his own, and he needed to continue to grow, but it was just going to be under the Pokemon Wonder umbrella. Well, in parallel, within August and June, I was having conversations with several other people about something else. And at that time, we didn't know how soon it was going to be. It could have been 3 months, it could have been 6 months. We had no idea. Right. So that was essentially Mason Berry at CNA Gaming. We had Jake, Pokenomics. We had BB. Shout out to BB. Love you, buddy. And then we ended up bringing a few others. But those are the first three we were talking to. And that conversation was more about generating a new business to open stores around the U.S. And that's still the topic. But we decided to maybe start with eBay Live and start to try to make that a nice funding mechanism to then help us generate the ability to open the stores. And if you didn't know at that time, Jake and Mason were already partnering together. So those two had already started to co-own CNA Gaming as Mason's former partner left. And all this is public information. Mason's already shared it. And
real quick.
Yeah, please.
I'm going to give you a quick break. Kind of.
Thank
Not
you.
really. Because I'm going to sidebar even something you were just talking about. So the plan was to launch the eBay Live and just kind of grow that in itself, and then build up some of the brand and some of the not the backlog, but some of the inventory probably to help you easily or open up actual storefront. Like, you're talking brick and mortar stores,
right,
in your general areas, I'm guessing.
We would start locally and then expand out from there. Try to open one in every city that we had, essentially one employee, one or more employees that we could trust to run the store. Correct.
Dang. That's awesome. Very cool.
And it wasn't even so much about the inventory. Like we could have pretty much had the inventory,
Yeah.
and then tapped on distribution, but it would have been more about just the capital to start a store. The capital to start a store is a lot. And so there's a lot of overhead expenses, and it was more about building that up to make sure that we were ready. And then starting to run our live events through the stores and have our people come in. So Chef was even, and still maybe in the future, going to move and actually stream out of the store here. And then, of course, have that as a piece of the store. So then the people can come in, see the store, see the normal things for a TCG, a live store, but then also see Chef live, like in like a nice little glass box, and over there having a great time. And it's just cool, right? So, yeah.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
Dreams, man.
Yeah, yeah. Open up a shop next to my house, please. Will do. It's on the queue. On the queue.
I think interesting. I know you know Java Akuma, and
I do. Oh yeah, I left that part out.
His store is like 50 foot by 50 foot. Like, or no, that's huge. It's like 15 foot by 15 foot. It's perfect. Like, I feel like the dude's absolutely cooking. Shout out Java Akuma.
Yeah, love you, Java.
And would you think you would want something bigger than that? Like, is your first thought, or something around that size?
Well, I actually left that part out. So it was actually originally going to be me, Java, and Chef.
Yeah.
Before Java signed the lease.
Okay.
But we kind of talked through it, and it's at the time it wasn't the right fit. So then Java decided to doing his own thing, and then me and Chef did our own things. So yeah. As far as store size, initially, ideally would like it to be a little bit bigger, but the goal truly is with the store is not only to have a place to stream, because Chef was going to stream out of the back of Java's store. Ironically, the back of the store is just as big as the front of the store.
Okay.
So what you maybe haven't seen, or if you have seen the behind the scenes, the back of the store is just as big. So Chef was going to stream from back there. And that's really what we wanted, and mainly to have a place for customers to come in and to sell their cards, because LGSs can source quite a lot, and that was just one great way to source. We can also sell, make a little money in the meantime, have a nice place for inventory, and have our streamers come in there and not have to have that take over their house. Sorry, Chef, I know your house is consumed with Pokemon cards at the moment. We'll try to get that fixed as soon as possible, but not have Pokemon cards take over the house and the family, and have them, a nice place to come in, work, and then go home, and hopefully close to where they live.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, So what happened then was, what we thought might be 3, 6, whatever months down the road was actually the very next month.
There you go.
So, from that, we shifted within 1 month to the next, from Chef working with me and us doing kind of Chef 954 and Pokemon Wonder kind of business to what ended up being Cardinal Gaming.
Yep.
And during those discussions, we talked about many things. One of which was, having the branding, having the right content creation, and that's when we immediately brought in Luke. So Legend of Luke agreed to start working with us initially, just on a contract and a per kind of case basis, and we started basically from there. And so then we rebranded again, and that now became Cardinal Gaming. And this is, we kind of played it with both, because we did discuss, should we join all forces at once right up front? But it just didn't make sense. It didn't make sense to bring everything under one roof immediately. And we needed to make sure that this was a viable business. That's the truth. And so we said, well, let's just make it card and all gaming. And if we want to in the future, we can merge brands and companies and stuff later. And so we went through the whole process with Luke, and he did a great job helping us brand and create the logo and all that kind of fun stuff. And so in that process, we were then transitioning eBay Live over. And of course, in the meantime, Pokemon Wonder still runs independently. CNA Games, with Mason, still runs independently. And then we have Cardinal Gaming there in the middle. within the first 1 month or so, Chef's still full-time cooking at this point, and he has a milestone of time. And if he can reach this milestone, it's going to be a little bit potentially easier for him to come over, of course, assuming that the financials are right.
Yeah.
And we needed something to get us over the hump, and we wanted more streamers. And me and Chef were talking, and we said it's got to be Bierski. And we reached out to Bierski and talked to Ray. Shout out to Ray, Shining Cards and Collectibles. Love you, my friend. And talked to Ray first, and then talked to Bierski, and it was a done deal. And so then Bierski came over, and he drove over like within a week to my house, picked up a car full of product, and went back home and started streaming that following Monday. And he was part of the team. And so we were definitely running full speed at that point. So at that point, Chef was streaming part-time, Bierski was full-time, BB was part-time, and Mason was part-time. And they were all streaming on eBay Live.
Yep.
And it was a lot even at that point to try to guess, because we front loaded the business with inventory, but the truth is, like, we didn't really know what was going to be the best inventory, and our customer base was always changing. So we did some things that were good, and we did some things that were not good, but that's any business. So we were like, okay, well, that didn't work. So let's change that, move this inventory out somewhere else, and let's get in different inventory. And these things take time. And as we did through this process, Chef was able to leave and have a full-time job in Cardinal Gaming. So we were able to create that opportunity, and I'm so happy to say that Chef is here with us full time. Hey, Ray, good to see you, my friend.
Cooking.
Yeah, he's definitely cooking, definitely.
That's awesome.
And created that opportunity for actually Bierski as well, because Bierski was still working some part time with the metalworking as well. So Bierski came over full-time Pokemon in that transition. And then a little bit after that, Chef was able to come on full-time, which was something we were very proud of. And we were running payroll. And the difference here is, like, we're official. This isn't like some backdoor where we're sending you Zelle payments for, backdoor payments on your personal accounts. These are full companies. We have all the proper registrations. We're running ADB payroll, the full nine. So it was interesting, to say the least. So we learned so much in the first few months. And it was hard, like any startup. It's difficult. It's stressful. We don't feel comfortable. And I've told the team this 1,000 times, but you're not supposed to be. If you're comfortable and if everything was easy, then you're not doing a good job, because you're not pushing yourself hard enough. And we were all just on the edge, and things were hard. So, it creates a lot of stress. And even with all that in place, we all still held in very well, and we were very professional. And even though we had a lot of thoughts and feelings, we definitely made it through. And I think we're on the other side of that now, which I'll share some more later. In that process, then Luke also then came on. So initially it was Chef, Jake, Mason, and I were owners. BB is going to be a part-time employee in terms of streaming. And then Luke was a part-time employee, contract-based. And then eventually, just near the end of the year, if I'm not mistaken, Luke was actually coming on. Actually, it was a little bit before the end of the year. So Q4, Luke came on, and now he's an owner as well. So he bought in, and now he has ownership as well. So we all own the business, and we're still talking about BB coming in and doing the same, because we all helped grow this from the beginning. And obviously, we want to make sure that we take care of the people who helped us get off the ground.
Dang.
I'll pause there.
No, it's. Where do I buy in? Like, where's the sign up sheet? You got me ready to run through a wall, man. This is fantastic.
Kool-Aid.
Missing out.
Oh yeah.
I'm sat here thinking, like, wait, should I be quitting my job? Like everyone else is quitting their job. Should I? Is that the thing to do now?
Only if you want to make more money and have
Dude,
more fun and stuff. That's
hey,
not worth it. Don't worry about it.
No joke. They're restructuring my department right now, and they just fired my boss like 3 days ago. So I may be out of a job anytime like now. So kind of kidding, kind of not kidding.
All
Like,
right.
Who
Well,
knows what,
come talk to me. Come talk to me. We got lots of openings.
And I know we've got a lot of people that you mentioned there, kind of, fingers in the pies. Mason will like that reference. I've talked about that a lot of times. They're all superstars. They're all fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, what, like,
Amazing
everyone you
people.
talked about, I'm like, yeah, that makes total sense. Like, they're all just
Yeah.
awesome dudes. Like, it's like, what a team. That's
It is
so cool to like
It truly is.
all those different personalities, and like when you have that kind of group, you can just be inspired by each other. Like, even if you have bad days, like you say, you don't get on, whatever. I just think like, you've always got someone awesome you can turn to, whether it's a good day, bad day, chat. I'm sure you guys talk a lot, right? Probably have a chat group like running and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds pretty cool. Like Josh was saying, like that's like what everyone would want. Why wouldn't you want to be a part of that? Get involved in something like that. That's fantastic. I think you're onto something. And retention wise, I don't know if anyone's going to want to leave something like that. It sounds like you got something pretty special going on. That's
we really
exciting.
do. And I was actually just sharing that we just came from a team retreat, of which I'll speak to later. But one of the things I was saying from the team retreat was, we all come to this, the people that I mentioned, as a part of this Cardinal Gaming, and we have just a plethora of skills. And us combined, like I use the analogy, like we're like Voltron. It is so cool, man. It is so cool. And it's not just like, random skills that aren't necessarily useful. Like we have professional corporate level skills that are different, different perspectives, different views, and combined, it is a powerhouse. And I'm just every day impressed by what we can do. And we came out of this weekend and we achieved far more than we ever thought. We worked really hard, 12, 15-hour days, but it was worth it. And we did a lot. In most teams, it'd be hard to achieve what we achieved. And I'm proud of us.
Yeah. I am as well, from the outside looking in, man. It's been awesome to see. And it's crazy you did a lot of this with the back issue. Like, I would be stressing, man. Like, laying on the floor, calls like, what's going on, dude? Yeah, I got the product. It's coming. Like, I was the same. Like, last year, I was like on Teams calls, laying on the floor, like walking for 4 minutes, laying on the floor. Like,
exactly. Yep. I make it from my room to the downstairs. Got to lay down for a minute. It was funny because Piersky came to the house to pick up product. I'm literally laying on the floor, like directing him and pointing, like, here, get from this shelf, like over here, grab that. What's the count there? Let me write that down. Let me help you carry that. He's like, no, you're not getting up. You lay down. But yeah, it's funny because exactly that was happening at those moments, and it was tough, but we made it through.
Yeah, let's all vow together to none of us do this to our backs again. We're all sitting. We're moving the right direction. Let's keep this. Let's keep it rolling, man.
Please.
I'd like to see it some shows soon. That'd be awesome.
That'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I like to just while we're on that topic, you kind of mentioned there the word team. Like, you feel like you guys are a team now. That's like so huge. I think for a lot of different ways, but when it's something so new and fresh, like you're saying, something that I really like. There's sometimes in the corporate world almost talk to like negatively. I think it's a really positive thing, is accountability. Because I feel like accountability, like when it's self-driven because of the circumstance you're in, not when it's someone else in particular, but I know you probably push yourself harder now you're in this position than you would have if you were doing the same thing by yourself. Because like you have someone else that's counting on you, someone else that's coming to the house to like you can't get out of that. Like you want to be successful. You want them to be successful. Like you say, you're a team. I think it does drive like a self accountability, which is a motivation. It's a motivator. Like you want to get it right. You want to make sure you don't let anyone down. You're all taking care of each other and stuff. I can only imagine.
100%. I mean, it's I was telling Josh before we started, like today, just a very small example, and I told Chef, I texted him as soon as I left FedEx, but like we went out, we sourced like $30,000 worth of singles on the day that BB. So we were wrapping up the team retreat. BB was here working, waiting for his flight to leave. Ran out. Well, got some things sorted here. Ran out, sourced about $30,000 of singles. Came back, handled some more things. Me and BB did a little bit of kind of hands-on discussion training. Took him to the airport. Started working on the singles, and I got back. And then the next day, and then today, I finished basically going through all of those pricing, grading, pre-grading, all that kind of stuff. Trying to get to FedEx in time so that I can get the shipment to Chef and BB so they can have some fresh cards for streams. And I missed the window by an hour because the FedEx ground was like 5. I thought it was 6 for some reason, but it was 5. I got there at 6, and I see the FedEx truck, but it must have been like priority or something. I'm like, I beat him. Get in there. I said, hey, they haven't picked up, have they? He said, yeah, I'm sorry, they picked up at 5. I'm like, oh, yeah, I missed the window. But it was like I did this. I hadn't ate all day. I only had a couple of cups of water, and I was just crushing, just trying, and I still missed it. But to your point, just dedication, trying to help everybody, make sure we can get there, and doing everything we can, any day, anytime, to make sure it happens. And I'm thankful to do it. As long as I can, I'll continue to do it.
Yeah, I love that they're all here with us too.
Yeah, I know.
So cool.
Yeah. Love these guys. Yeah.
Awesome.
Ray said it was a serious question. He said, have I ever been interviewed by Wonder? I don't think I've ever talked to anybody about doing Pokemon full time ever. So nobody. And I've never considered it. My wife she was stay-at-home mom, so she's running the sealed consignment business. But if I had a sugar mama, maybe I would have probably took the leap. Like if she was teaching, and I probably would be doing this full time, but nah. Not right now, man. Not right now. One day,
not that kind of interview, but you definitely been podcast interviewed for sure.
Oh yeah. Not it's different,
but not job interviewed.
Yeah, that's the way I think of interviews, job interviews. That was more of just a podcast discussion. But yeah, I guess it was an interview. But your team's awesome. All the people. I was curious, like at your retreat, do you guys refer to each other as usernames, or do you use your first names?
It flows. Yeah, it's like for some reason, like it's just easy to call BB instead of saying Brandon. It's just like it's BB. I still call Chef. I don't call him by his name. It feels right.
That's awesome.
Jake is Jake. Mason is Mason for sure. And they mostly call me Wonder.
That's cool.
Just by default. So it just happens. It's just natural. It just kind of what comes
like gamer tags back in the day, right? Kind of locked into the gamer tag. That's who he is now. Yeah.
And Luke is Luke, but that's obvious though, is the Legend of Luke. We don't call him Legend, but we should call him Legend. That's better.
Yeah.
It's funny. I feel like a lot of people don't know my name. Like no one really uses it. It's called me Oak. I feel like a lot of people don't know my name. And also what's really funny on the flip side of that is I feel like I know everyone's because I do the full spreadsheet for the Secret Santa, which is 4 Secret Santas, and there's a lot of people that have been in those. I see the real name and the address stuff, and it's all locked down and protected database or whatever. But it's so cool seeing that stuff.
Yeah, and then we sell it and get money for the profit, selling off the data, and it works out. We get our money back. Right. Yeah,
Secret Santa, private data, coaching.
North Korea pays really well for.
That's right, guys.
BlackRock coming in.
Yeah. So you said you just bought a $30,000 collection, call it, and you're grading cards and then also siphoning through, pulling stuff out that you'll just sell on live streams raw, basically.
Yeah, I mean, everything that we source. So a lot of the sourcing, first of all, sourcing is a team effort. Chef does some, Luke does some, BB does some, Mason has done a lot lately, helping us from his stores. It's been a huge help for us because they've had some great stuff come in. They had a little bit of excess that could help us out with. And then Jake and I are the primary.
He has
sources.
a pile of like 5 million cards in boxes, right?
He does. He has the
Like,
bulk
he's got
mountain.
some.
Yeah.
He's got some stuff.
But going through bulk mountain is where the challenge comes in, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, Mason's been a huge help. And definitely the stores have contributed massively to helping us be successful. And then Jake and I do the majority of the sourcing. So Jake handles a lot of the bidding, all the auction houses. He handles all of that. And then I do a lot of the local stuff. So I go to the LGSs, work with all of our members in the community, whoever wants to sell. And of course, anything that Jake orders then comes to me. I actually manage all the inventory for the whole team. So then that all comes to me. And so that's actually a multi-pronged process in a sense, because I look through that to say, okay, what's better sold on TCG Player? Because the price is like selling a trainer card that's $50 won't get that price on eBay Live. Like it just doesn't work that way. So it's better we sell this card on TCG Player. Well, this one is a niche card that won't catch the premiums. It's better if we sell this on eBay on a buy it now. And so we go through this process. So card by card, I'm making decisions, even down to the point where I say, Chef is really good and enjoys selling these cards, and BB's really good at selling these cards. Let me give this to Chef and give this to BB. And so we kind of break everything down. And we pick out gradables, but obviously there's still a lot left there. You can imagine going through that many singles, like, we're going to miss things. So there's still definitely a lot there for meat on the bone, so to speak, for our customers as well. But we grab some things along the way so we can make sure we're grading in the process. We do all of that in the process of inventory processing.
Just spinning plates. Everyone's just about spinning plates every direction, nonstop. Yeah.
Wow. It definitely is helpful though, because if you look at that and you say, well, it's kind of a waste of time, right? And it's not, because every couple of minutes spent, let's just say an hour, how many cards I go through in an hour, whether I've pre-graded that card, I've picked the most optimum place to sell it, I've wiped the boogers off of it so it doesn't look so bad when they get it on screen. Whatever the case is, it's time spent that generates dollars exponentially. So it's actually very well spent time. It's just very tedious and very, detail oriented.
Yeah. PSA or CGC with your grading?
Both. Every card, yeah. Perfect. Every card, it says, okay, well, this one, like these, obviously some cards, PSA 1 plays, PSA all day long, of course. Like, nobody wants a PSA 1 on CGC slab. Nobody.
Correct.
Right. Big cards that hold premiums, send them over PSA. Yeah, we got to pay more now. We got to wait longer, whatever. I don't care. We just send them over, let it sit there. But then anything else that's quick turnarounds, and pristines do great. I mean, don't get me wrong. For me, I know I have some team members that don't believe me, but pristine cards do really well. And sometimes they still outperform PSA 10s. So we definitely send a lot to CGC. And they do a good job in terms of turnaround times. Grading seems to be more fair, especially lately. PSA has been wrecking us a lot. So CGC's done a great job. And obviously now we're at a fraction of the price. So I'm going to send to CGC all day long.
You can't beat their rates right now. CGC is nice, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, and PSA just went up yesterday, right?
Yep.
Just dragged up a little bit more.
Yesterday or the day before, yeah.
No warning, right? It's just like, all right, this is the new price.
Boom.
Buckle up.
Pay it.
Yeah.
Pay it or leave.
Yeah. Something I just realized, the names that you mentioned, everyone that's involved in the businesses and stuff and have transitioned over, they've all sold at Collecticons.
Oh yeah.
So are they now going to be buying at Collecticons to help with that instead? Like how does that play into it? Because I think I've sold at Collecticons with that,
Right.
I don't have. I should have had a product next to me. This is an empty box, but hold on.
I guess I'm curious. Like, is that even worthwhile? You know, because from how you're describing everything, I see them going there and buying stuff now. So yeah, I'm curious on your end.
Yeah. So the first so what, June till now, right? So essentially 8 months ish, right? Give or take. We are stabilizing what we have, and we had a lot of optimizing to do in that process to make sure that just live streaming itself was operating the way it should, and we were not just leaving a bunch of stuff on the table that we could have done better. And we still are obviously still improving that, but we've definitely found a place of stabilization, I think. And Chef can jump in and correct me if he feels differently, but I think we've definitely come a long way. And now we started to ratchet up, and with the vision and kind of the thought process with Jake has led us to a couple of other paths that we're now executing on in Q2 and Q3. So the next one is we ran Slab, a mystery slab product, 4 versions of it on our eBay Live. And I don't have the bags in front of me, but I think they're downstairs. We just unloaded everything from the car this past weekend. And they did exceptionally well. And we had like 1 or 2 small tweaks in there. I think it was version 3 that didn't quite hit as good, but we were tweaking those along the way. We started off at $99 a tier. We handpicked. It was just a single slab. And we had like the color inserts. So we had a branded bag. Luke did a great job. We branded some bags, and we had those on stream, and they really caught fire. And we ended up then eventually offering 2 mystery products. Same type of thing, but just 2 different price tiers. So it was like $199 and $99. And those were doing really, really well. And we wanted to take the next evolution. So version 5 actually became, Ace trainer boxes.
Those are clean.
Oh wow, that's like something you'd buy at like Walgreens or something. Oh, it looks like a legit, really professional.
So this is one of the 2 versions, actually one of the 3 versions that we have now. And that's what this past weekend retreat was. And so we've now went version 5 on our slab products. And that's what this retreat was. And so we're now launching that as our main revenue source, our second revenue source, in addition to the main revenue source of eBay Live.
Wow.
And that one, as you can see, is intended now for just more than eBay Live. It's intended for stores, LGSs, online, and so forth. So this is going to be a whole new product that generates its own revenue outside of eBay, and of course, also with inside of eBay. To your question, yes, we have a very strong team that is aware and has a lot of skills around vending. And in Q3, we start to launch all of the vending resources to now have that as our 3rd revenue stream. So we'll be at selling, buying, all the above. So we'll be at most of the collecticons. I can imagine doing both.
Yeah,
we do both. We'll do both.
Yeah.
We obviously, it's a great place to source, but it's also a great place to sell. Now, the conflict there is like, what do you sell? It's the same thing we're probably selling on stream, right? So at least some overlap for sure. Yep. So that's the hard part, because Chef knows this, BB knows this, Mason knows this. We all know it in the team. That stream will suck up every piece of inventory you can give it that's in that range, that's in that quality. And so taking anything away from that to go to a vending show, it could potentially hurt the stream. So we have to make sure the sourcing and the quantity is good for the streams before we take that away and we put it into the vending. Now, there obviously are some things that are better for vending versus the live eBay, but we'll have to make a case-by-case decision. So we'll start initiating all of that in Q3 with probably, I don't know, I think we're only missing just a small handful of our collecticons, and we're doing all of the card parties and a few extras, locals and stuff like that. So we're definitely going to be hitting it hard, and we already have a schedule. It was built out in January. We already had it scheduled out and ready to go. So
okay, one last thing on that before we move on. I remember being at Collecticons and seeing people whatnot, like whatever, like people live streaming at the Collecticon.
We've done that.
Are you thinking about that for these future ones?
We did that with eBay Live. We were there with, I think, eBay's first live at a Collecticon. We were there.
Selling?
Yeah, we were live. Yeah, selling it.
But
Yeah.
I mean, did you have like, I'm imagining like you having your own section or something and live streaming.
Well, we were in the booth. We were in the eBay section. They had the first one, I think. The first one they rolled in like a camper.
The RV thing, yeah.
Yeah. So we were in the eBay Live camper and we streamed from there. And then Mason still had tables somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I could remember the live stream part, but I couldn't remember if you guys like had like a booth or even you selling and stuff too.
Yep.
So yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll be doing that. And I will say that the streaming from the event would, at least for now, it's more about marketing and brand awareness than it is about having that much better of an experience. It doesn't really, it's actually sometimes worse because the internet's not as good. Things are laggy. It kind of gets strange. It's a lot of problems to solve there, both technically and from eBay's perspective, to make sure that works properly. But it's more for branding and just awareness. So we'll probably dabble in that, but the focus would be buying and selling 100%.
Mason's giving me all time on it.
Is he?
He said I should have been there. I'm like, there's a few that I've missed now.
Was that the first reveal of this? Mason's wondering.
The Bucks.
I mean, maybe like on a YouTube, but I mean, obviously it's been all over our eBay Live. I mean, so it's we've already sold a ton of them. So
calm your tits, Mason. Jesus, it's already been out there, dude. What was the first time these mystery packs came out that like they were slabs, sleeved up? DGC was doing them. I can't even remember what they were called. But I remember it was like a huge thing. Like, I can't believe they're doing this. Like, it's not cool and all this. And it, like, after that one, like everyone, like it's huge. Like, it's what it is. Instant rips now. GameStop and
right.
It's part of the entire industry. It's crazy how frowned upon it was initially, the repacks, and that's bread and butter now. I feel like crazy.
Yeah, it truly is. It's a key part of the business, and the truth is, like where we are as a hobby, especially coming from sports, it's pretty heavy there, as you know. I think it's just part of something you have to participate in this business. To not do it, and one of the things that we try to do in this space, and I encourage anybody here or yourselves included, to jump into one of Chef's streams if you haven't already, and watch what we put into the packs. I think not only is it the design, the ability to go in and make sure this is a professional product, but we hand select everything that goes into these products. And we mathematically ensure that it's not something that hurts the customer, and we're just sitting there dumping on them with, taking $10 a product and charging $100. It's something that we truly stand behind, and so far we've done a really good job. And of course, we'll make mistakes and things along the way, but we're really trying to make sure that we make a good quality product that they'll actually like. And I think our customers are a testament to that so far.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I've definitely tuned in. I want to say definitely been at a BB Pokey Chef stream, Beer Ski, and the 7 different companies he's been with now. I'm trying to think. Does Legend of Luke do live streams?
Not for us. No, he doesn't do any live streams. He stopped doing Whatnot. Yeah, he was on Whatnot for a while, but he's still doing his content, but he's not live streaming anymore.
Not doing live streaming. Okay. That checks out. Again, all the links down below.
I feel better now because I was like, I remember him doing Whatnot, but I I haven't seen him doing anything recently. That's because he hasn't. So okay, I feel good now. I felt bad that I missed it because I've seen everyone else doing the streams. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say we got some legend. Real quick, Shug, I still owe you your hat. I got the package from Oak here, ready to go. I'm throwing in some gifts because he sends me food all the time. It's bad. So you're gonna be getting some birthday cake pretzels, Pop Daddies, made here in Howell, Michigan.
I love it.
You got some good coming, dude. I promise. It's just a little slower than I had wished.
I got Inepts and Ditto Factions boxes sat there too. I don't have their addresses. We need to figure out their addresses. They're not on Discord.
I gave you the Ditto Faction one, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got that one.
Good to see you, Inept.
One now.
I hadn't talked to Inept in a while. Good to see my
friend.
Yeah,
he won a giveaway on our 100th episode.
That was fun. That was fun.
Where you at?
BB won almost everything. You guys denied him his second win.
I wish we would have got drunk on that stream.
No, I've never drank like on a stream, and I don't want to ever.
He'll rip everything and give everything away.
Yeah, I mean, like I'll have a couple drinks, but I ain't.
Yeah.
I'm just getting ripped. I'd say Josh ain't sent me ish, but he and Oak sent me. I bought like a $400 Game Boy from your store. Like, I mean, I supported the crap out of the local business, my guy. Come on.
I really wanted that yellow one with the actual Pokemon yellow Game Boy that he had. So close to buying that. Oh, I looked it up like 7 times. I bookmarked it. I kept going back to it and looking at it. I was like, I want to buy it so bad.
Yeah. Inept apparently is arisen from the grave as we spoke. We spoke him into existence here.
Oh,
fantastic.
Don't post it in here.
But yeah, don't please.
Don't put it in. I've got a box out there with a sticky note on it.
Yeah, things happen. Is that long-term inventory sitting there behind you? The thing hung up on the wall, or what was that?
This sheet?
Yeah.
No, it's for sale. If you want to buy it.
Is that Tops?
Yeah, it's Tops. Check out our eBay store.
Everything's for sale, right?
Well, not all of that. Some of that's like gifts and stuff like these things here.
No, that's the first thing you sell. That's the biggest profit, man. Come on. No, I'm sure. Yeah, that's cool. Very cool. So, real quick, you had said you were playing cards, you're playing with the kids and playing with the wife. My son, for Christmas, he got like a $20 stadium box. It's got like the 3 decks in it. He's 5 years old. Can't read yet, but he's started in his starter deck, now memorized every card and what it does.
I love that.
Which is pretty, so he's a little prodigy, even though the decks are horrible. There's like 1 EX in each deck. So I'm hopeful and excited that he will be a cardboard degen like me, and we'll be going to like regional tournaments, and I cannot wait.
Oh, it's so great. And I'll tell you, my wife, she stomps me all the time. She just kills me. She's been playing the Gardevoir deck, by the way, recently. And she just dominates me. And I'm just like, I have to make up some lie or excuse why she won. Well, you cheated there on the second turn. So whatever. I give up. I'm done.
I think Gardevoir's cheating in itself. I hate that card in every game.
It's tough. No, it's about to hit rotation, so thankfully I'll have a chance for her to have to build a new deck. But she refuses. She's like, I don't care if it's in rotation. I want to play my deck. I'm like, well, then we're just not even going to play now.
Yeah,
we're done here. We're done. No, my kids do a great job. My son's beat the pants off of me, and I'm so proud. He does a great job too. And my youngest one, 7 years old now, is he has his own deck. He's got his Charizard deck, Charizard EX now, and I sit with him and we kind of talk through it. So I'm kind of guiding him through the strategy, but he does a great job at all the math, all the reading. Yeah. It's just about the strategy. So he's just trying to grasp that strategy. And understand like what the opponent's doing, so you know what to do next and kind of what to anticipate. I think that's the funnest part. And now they're also playing ZA, so they got Switch 2s for Christmas, so they're playing ZA and they're just all into that now. And I just got done with training, so I can't even get my first real Pokemon, to be honest. I got a bunch of junk.
Yeah. And you said you guys open packs every Friday.
Yeah, every week we do, if they do a good job. So it depends if the kids do a good job at school. So if they do a good job, they get good grades, then we celebrate that with some packs.
So I have packs, but I can't bring myself to let my kids open anything besides Halloween packs still. Like, it's just, I'm like, this is what, and every time Dad, can I open a Pokemon pack? They know what they're getting every time. This is a damn Halloween pack. They've been opening those. Can we
please have something else? Just Battle Styles, Dad. Please, anything. Rebel Clash.
No. Yeah. Open up these, let's open these up. These 2-player theme decks. Let's get these going. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't bring. Pokemon packs are just so expensive, man. I'm like, yep, we'll just keep. I got like a case of those left. We'll just keep cooking through them for another 5 years. And
no, I know what you need to do. You need to do repacks. Just make them their own little packs.
I mean, my son actually gets more fun out of opening the digital packs on the Pokemon TCG player game now. So. It's cheaper to get EXs. He gets shinies still, so
yeah,
sparkly colors, music, yeah. It's all there.
Interactive arts on some of the cards. It's crazy. He loves
Pocket,
yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I still cook on that every day. I play it every day.
Really,
so fun. Oh yeah, since it came out, every day.
No, I can't. I can't do Pocket. Once I did the real TCG, Pocket feels like you're just being lazy.
Yeah,
Pockets. It's like a it's yeah.
It's for if you don't have the time to fully do like the game. It's so quick and easy and like fast, and rewarding. I haven't played it in months.
Do it while you're driving. It's a lot easier than the TCG.
Yeah, I mean TCG, you gotta be involved. Like you gotta focus. You gotta pay attention. Like I get it. Yeah.
Well, I think from like what you were saying just then about you teaching to build a strategy. Like you don't need as much of a strategy with Pocket. You need to figure out a good deck, and then you need to like have an idea of the next move or two and what they're gonna do. You don't need a long term.
You're not thinking 2 to 3 steps down the road. Yeah.
In the game, like you have a full size deck for start, and you know exactly what you need to be doing. Like you need to have different paths planned out, kind of thing.
I mean, Pocket, in my opinion, was meant to be a transition. It's supposed to get you introduced, get you excited, and then eventually you transition over. And then, there's a real TCG game. I can go to a tournament. What is that? Okay, we'll just take what you started with. Now add this little bit of complexity, and it's a nice transition.
Yeah.
And Josh is just stuck, on easy mode.
I like both. I play the 60 card decks, but the 20 card turbo decks, it hits. I can clap some kids with a Diglett deck, and it's fun.
I'm trying to remember. I used to have the Game Boy trading card game. That was a game in it, right? Isn't that the one that the Meowth came with? Didn't the Meowth come in that box?
I believe so.
Stop promo. Yeah.
Yep.
A long time ago.
Wasn't not the Meowth they recently released? And was it Phantasmal, whatever it was? The Meowth in the tree.
The same artwork.
That's a throwback to the Game Boy. That's what Chef talks about all the time.
I don't think I remember seeing that.
Yeah, the Meowth in the tree was a throwback to the Game Boy artwork, and that's why Chef loves it.
I think it was like a screenshot of like in the second city, Cerulean City or whatever. It was not a throwback, I don't think, to the actual Game Boy.
Okay.
It was more of like a screenshot of that second city showing the Pokemon and stuff. But yeah, it was definitely a throwback
from the same.
I think you're right. I think
situation.
You're right.
Yeah. Okay.
That is a dope art. Cheap card too, if I think it's crazy.
Yeah, it's really cheap.
Shout
Mason Berry.
Appreciate you, Mason.
10 gifted subs. He's got to work overtime now tomorrow. Appreciate you, Mason.
That better not be from our bank account.
It's from his OnlyFans.
It's a write-off. That's cool.
His only elephant.
I love it. So what I left out of all of that story was what happened with the software along the way.
Yeah, that's
because
the
there's a
next
third
step.
business.
So, yeah, if you could,
Yeah.
please enlighten us. I got a little taste, but I have not enough.
This one's new for me.
Okay. So
Breaking news.
before all of that started, in terms of Chef, eBay Live, Card and All Gaming, all of those things before that started, I was, of course, trying to run Pokemon Wonder, and I very much use technology to run the business in many ways. So we use a lot of systems and integration so that I don't have to take pictures of cards. Prices are updated every 12 hours based on market. Like, just a lot of things that make it possible for me to list 1 million cards and to manage such quantities. Excuse me. And I had a lot of issues that I wanted to solve. I was still looking for solutions, and I could not find the answers to them. So I found some cool tools here and there, and I ended up having a conversation. And I forget how we started. Perhaps shout out to Dan Zard. Perhaps he can let me know. But Dan Zard and I started talking, and I got to know his background. We shared some ideas and some things that we both had in place and some things that we were working on. And he and I decided to have a meeting and essentially discuss what that potentially could be. That was just fireworks, just lots and lots of ideas, lots of things that we knew we could do together. So Dan Zard has a huge background in tech and IT, especially around AI and process automation. And I'm probably butchering this, Dan, so forgive me. But that's a big space that he's been working in for quite a long time and is at the top of his area. And then mine was in innovation and software development. And so we decided to join forces, and we created we created a trading card bank. So that's the name of the company. We formed it actually before we formed Cardinal Gaming. And we've been working on this software platform for this entire time in parallel with everything else. I brought in one of the tech industry experts that I worked with from our previous roles in my corporate career. He had left, went to work now for a state department, actually, I think California, if I'm not mistaken. So he works for California, creating all their software and their state stuff. And he runs a team there. But I brought him in because he was my right-hand man in what I was creating when I was in my corporate career. I was like, this is the guy. And he's not our obviously TCG, Pokemon, whatever guy, but he's got the tech. He's the guy I can trust. I can give these things to, and he's going to execute, and he's going to come and teach me what I'm doing wrong, which is what I need. And so the three of us all joined forces, and we've been working on this quite diligently. So what is this? And before I describe it, what I'll say is, as a background to this, as I mentioned, Dan has worked and started to really, everything he does touches in multiple industries and process automation through AI and obviously software automation tools, whether it's customer integration and customer service with an agent, document processing and automation, going through PDFs, and instead of somebody copying and pasting things into spreadsheets, like taking these things and automating them in ways that can then move massive amounts of data and obviously help the company propel forward. So he does this across all industries and verticals. And mine was in the retail industry. So you think of Target, Victoria's Secret, Under Armour, like all these companies, we worked with them in their supply chain. Manikant and I, which is the gentleman's name, Manikant and I had worked to actually generate some of the first software solutions in the retail industry to optimize the supply chain, creating color. So when we buy a t-shirt, this yellow shirt, it has to go through a process of approval for the color. The supplier has to buy the right fabric. They have to then dye it. Then the retailer who's selling it has to then approve the color. And then before that happens, they can create the actual garments. Then that obviously goes to the stores. So we automated software across that entire spectrum and had never been done before. So we just did a lot of new things there that gave us a huge foundation that when we now bring this and transpose it over to Pokemon,
Yeah.
there's just so much opportunity and so much room. So all of that to say, trading card bank is a lot of things. Hence, the term bank in this. But we had to start somewhere, right? You need an MVP or your minimum viable product to what do you deliver to the customer? The first thing was going to be the data. We have to have the data right. And you'd be surprised how hard it is to get all the data on all the Pokemon sets, all the card details, the fighting, the attacks, the images, high quality images. We got variants, we got nuances, we got errors, as you all know, we're in the space. We know what it's like to be a collector because we love those things. But now you need to digitize all of that and have it consistently and have it on a scale. And then, now what's the prices for every condition? And so like you're diving deep and deep and deep into this. And that's the core of any software system is your data. You have to have the data correct and you have to have it accurate. Otherwise, everything else fails. So we've spent a ton of time getting the data and the automation of that data working properly. And we do this at scale. That's one of the things that I think we bring as the initial differentiator, is we're bringing industrial corporate level infrastructure and scalability. So we use Microsoft Azure. We built all of that through the cloud, and all of that can scale from 1 to 1 million customers based on the demand. And so we're building that in such a way that we can work with a software solution that can handle such things as we continue to grow and scale. And that's why we wanted to do it this way. And it takes a lot longer to do that. It's easy to stand up an app that does a quick tool, but it's hard to build an application that has the infrastructure behind it to then scale, for decades to come. So with the data in place, again, now the world is your oyster, right? So what do you want to do with that? So the first thought was we were going to just initially create the collector ability because that's common. Everybody likes it. Everybody needs it. But there's so many of those out there. So we do have that, and we will be releasing the collectability aspect of it. But we instead started to jump into an instant sell feature. And it made the most sense. It's something that Dan did a good job really kind of sparking up a couple of ideas around. And we are probably just a couple of weeks away from launching it. And what it does essentially is you come in and you can list any one of your cards. And what we have is the inverse of Amazon. We have a pool of buyers that have already given prices that they're willing to buy all these cards at. And you come and list your cards, and it picks your optimum buyer based on the price that's best for the customer. And then we'll obviously create the order that gets then consolidated, shipped to one of our warehouses here in the US, and then verified and validated, and then shipped to the respective buyers. So we'll essentially receive all that in and pay out the customer, and then distribute to the buyers accordingly. So that's going to be the first feature, just kind of help get things rolling, uses the same database, and then we'll jump over and do a couple of things, which I'll talk about next. But I'll pause there because I'm sure you have a few questions because I can see your face.
I got a lot to say. I got a lot to say. Do you want to go first, Josh?
No, the floor is yours.
No.
First of all, how you just described that, I literally said in one of our podcasts, it might have been last year, it might have been the year before, I think it was last year. I described that exact business and said I wanted that. I want to be able to go in and say, this is a card that I want. This is what I'll pay for it. And like
we have that.
Almost exactly what I described is what you almost exactly described. That it was like so eerie hearing you talk about that, because I'm like, wait, that was like my wish. That was my genie wish to like have that. I remember talking with Josh about it, having a whole conversation. But I wish I could remember how far it was so I can pull that clip. That's insane. And the other thing that you have my head standing up, like what you guys are doing is like what I love at work. I just released over this past week. I just sent out 20 today. I just finished building out version 2 of the Power BI dashboards that I built for like all the departments that my teams that I manage, that they support. And playing with the data and manipulating it, making it look nice, making it look clean.
Yeah.
Like I found a whole book where like 600 employees' addresses weren't even in the system. So it's like
Right.
and that was fun. That it was a problem, but it was like fun because I'm like, I found a problem, now I can get with my
Yep.
PO and go fix it, and I love the data. I'm the nerd at work. Like I think we talked about it on your podcast. I'm like the chairman of the AI committee. Like I'm like the one anyone goes to. They think I'm some genius. I'm not. I just can do the basic stuff, but I enjoy it. So hearing you talk about that, like I can see you having a lot of fun and satisfaction, like doing that stuff, figuring out problem solving, like it not working and then getting it to work, and there's probably an element of creativity in it too, right?
It's huge. Because you're creating brand new UI. Like it's like, what do you want it to be? It's a green field. So you basically create anything you want. It's awesome.
So exciting.
It's awesome. Yeah. It's very fulfilling too, because I think you get the same feeling from that. It's because when you have problems or you have things that people don't know are problems and you're solving those and you're doing that from nothing and you deliver that and provide a service, it's just very fulfilling, because as you're going through it, much like cutting the grass is a good analogy. You cut the grass and it looks good. You feel good. You're like, my yard looks great today. And then the same thing with software. You deliver that platform, you have that screen, you have that workflow, whatever it is. You're like, all right, I just created that, or we just created that. Like it's such a feeling of satisfaction to have those.
I will say though, there's a lot of people that are scared of that. They hate the idea of being in tech or playing with code, or like even the most basic parts of it, data, like people always say at work, like for years have been saying like Excel scares me, like I can't use Excel, and I'm like, it's just a calculator. Like it's not even a database, right? It's not even anything complicated. It literally just calculates stuff. You just put numbers in and tell it what to do. People are so scared of it, even the simplest of things. And I think it's fun. And from what you're saying, like you guys obviously you have the expertise, but you also have the hobby element, that you're adding into it. That changed it completely. It's not just work at that point, right? It's fun. You've got some kind of connection to it. And like you say, if you're building a UI and stuff, like I mean, you've got creativity, you can have fun, you can do what you want with it. I can definitely see you guys having fun with that and succeeding because of it. You're going to be more invested in it probably.
Well, and the nuances that we know from the hobby between us, Dan and I, for example, like we know all these nuances. And so to have that tech knowledge and combine it with the hobby knowledge, and obviously from my point of view, it's very heavily Pokemon specific, but even so, we can bring in other experts from other areas to, whether it's One Piece or something else, and do the next one in the future. But it's going to be the difference between somebody just creating software and somebody that's actually understanding the depths of it and creating solutions for both the business, but also the customer. So B2B and B2C.
And he's so smart. I mean, he's such a smart guy. He's so awesome.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
So everybody, link down below in the description. Go there right now. There is an early access link registration for Trading Card Bank provided by Pokemon Wonder. So get in there, check it out. It's not the app, on my understanding. It's not the actual app. It's early registration. You'll get notified when it's time. But yeah, go check it out. Link down below in the description. Non-sponsored. And here to support it. And it's phenomenal. There's 3 things I'm jealous of in the world. And one of them is people that are bilingual. I dreamed to be bilingual at one point in my life. One of them's playing instruments at a very high level. I would love to be able to just crank out a piano or a guitar. And the third one is software and design and the coding and all of that. Being able to create something from the ground up digitally. I dabbled through the engineering degree. It's not my thing. I'm more of a mechanical guy, and I'm a dumb sales guy. So I'm more like the marketing side and selling things now. But I'm jealous. It sounds freaking awesome. I'm excited to see kind of what it turns into and what it becomes. Is this part of Cardinal Gaming at all, or that's completely separate?
Good question. So no, it is these are all separate entities from a legal standpoint, from a business registration standpoint, from a financial standpoint. So that they're all independent. Now, there's potential where they could consolidate in the future. We've had those discussions, and we've all talked at different times across the teams. And I've kept each of the teams somewhat apprised of what's going on. So hey, we're doing this over here, or hey, we have this here, we have this demand. But also we've wanted to offer services. Like we met with, Mason early on, and Jake, and say, hey, we could do these kind of things for you if you're interested. And, it needs to be proven first. So like when you do those kinds of B2B interactions, like you have to have something that's running that you can show and obviously prove what you can deliver. So I think this is the first stage in many of that, and we may see some consolidation in the future, but they are separate entities for now.
Dang, awesome.
Yeah, but imagine this. Here's one more thing that we've talked about. We have in our queue. So one of the first things that Dan had done very well early on was image recognition, and this was before PSA had released it, before Misprint did it, before a few others had even done anything with that. Dan already had that working on a pretty good level, where you take a picture of a card, it identifies it, it has a database of that, it understands things like Cosmos Hollows versus regular Hollows, so on and so forth. And it can tell you the card set name, which then can give you the information to go find the rest of the data, right? Now imagine you guys have been to a show, right? You have that person walk up with his kids. Hey, I got this binder. I want to sell this binder to you. Like, hey, yeah, I'd love to buy it. Looking at it's a lot of awesome cards. This like 500 awesome cards. Yeah, sure. Let me sit here and flip through them one by one. Okay.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
one up. Okay. All right. I'll be with you just in a minute, sir. I'm sorry. I'm trying to price some stuff. Give me a few minutes. Imagine you're sitting there. You have the camera, and you just flip through page by page of the binder. Boop, boop, boop. Prices everything. Now, obviously, conditioning will need to be double checked, because you can't condition based on a 2D image. Let's be very clear. But we assume a default condition, and you can go by and double check them, and just page at a time. Okay, we priced everything in about 5 minutes. Check your conditions, change them in mass. Okay, these are all near mint. These are all in lightly played, whatever. Okay, I want to be this percent of market. Here's my percent. Boop, here you go. Here's your offer. Or, customer, do that yourself. Here's a kiosk.
Yeah.
You scan it in. When you're ready, bring your binder to me. What's your number? Oh, number 5. Okay, I'll look you up. Okay, yep, I see this. Let me check a few things. Let me look at your binder. Everything looks good. Oh, this one looks a little bit different. Let me change that condition. You agree? Okay, good. All right, we're good. All right, here's your offer. Now, they did all the work. You're still servicing all your customers in the meantime. Yep. And you pay them out. Now, one more. What about, I just got back in the hobby, got my childhood binder. I'm not sure what to do with it. I got some really cool cards from like Base Set and Neo. I think they call them first editions or something. I'm not sure. Really cool stuff. But I want to trade for some like new modern things. I'm really enjoying the hobby now, but I don't know, like, are these real, are these fake? I can't tell. Like, I'm just concerned. I don't know what to do, and who can I trust? Okay, well, we have a trade feature. So we have a trusted trades feature where we bring two parties together. We show you what you're trading. We let you see what each pool has and what they're willing to trade. We show you live value of the trade in the middle, and we give you a stoplight indicator. So, hey, red, you're whatever percent off of the trade. This doesn't look like a fair trade based on what you guys are trading.
Yeah.
Yellow, okay. Like, if you're okay with it, just be aware. This is the difference. Green, hey, you guys are really close. Looks great. Otherwise, maybe pick a few things from there to switch out. And now we can help validate that. Comes into our centers at the warehouse. We verify the cards are legit, and then we switch both parties and we validate your trade.
Fire. That's cool. I had something similar I would utilize when I was trading Rocket League skins. You pick which ones are valued at which, and then trade them. It was through a middleman service. Mm-hmm. Basically what you're doing, also providing the software did.
Yeah, and then you have a
So-
log of it. Like it's logged forever. Like you know who it was, what it was, the value. Go back and look at that at any point in time. What are my trades for 2025, 26, 27?
And could potentially buy too, not just trade.
yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
talking there about the cash
Yeah,
options.
everything
so like,
everything gets intertwined. Yeah, everything gets intertwined.
yeah. So it's like, oh, it's red. Well, maybe I'll just skip the trade and just buy it. Like,
Yeah.
you
So
know,
hey,
just
we can just buy it
whatever.
if you want. If this is the cash. That's what
Yeah.
the trade is. It's not really worth it. I'll just sell it.
Brilliant.
Yeah, you need
I
to
love it.
incorporate digital
Just
instant
that.
rips into it so you can add stuff to the collections and sell it. Yeah, it just
No. Yep. Well, that's on the other side of things. So we'll be launching the digital version of some of these things in the future for like things like this.
yeah.
That's Cardinal Gaming.
Yeah.
That's super exciting.
I forgot we had an Instagram for Slab Podcast, to be honest.
I don't even have the app anymore.
Yeah. That on me.
Poor father's
Hey,
calling you out
Basic,
too.
good to see you, brother.
Basic, the GOAT is in the chat. What's going on?
Dan Zard's in here catching up on 2X. Gave away all the goodies, Dan. Sorry.
I love Basic.
Oops.
Oh man, there's so many cool people
Yeah.
in this group. I swear to God.
Yeah, it's
Good to see
been
you
a
guys. Pope Father.
legendary evening thus far. Got a few more different topics to dig into. But yeah, it's again, I appreciate everyone. Go check out the link down below, the link tree to the eBay Live, among other things. The TCG players link down there, the eBay stores link down there. Go support CNA Games, Pokemon Wonder. Just good people doing good business. Love to see it. Want to support good people, so it's fantastic. So 9 to 5, you've been out of the 9 to 5 for a while.
Yeah.
Is there anything, like, looking back, is there anything missed, like, make us feel good about me, you know, working 9 to 5s? Like, is there anything you miss about 9 to 5s? Or is there pretty much a bag?
Well, you know, I think we've all heard it, and it does sound cliche, but I'll say it anyways because it is deeply true. I worked really hard at my 9 to 5. I was waking up at 3 a.m. in the morning because I was working with Spain and China and India, and then I worked through the U.S. time zone. Even with that being said, and that was normal. That was normal for me. So I'd be pulling easily 10, 12 hours a day, every day. But I mostly had weekends off. You know, I had holidays.
Yeah.
When the job was done, obviously there was obviously up periods where I was working a little harder, but also down periods where, okay, hey, it's a little easier. Things are cool. Like we've worked hard. We can kind of maybe have just a regular 8-hour day today. That's nice.
Yeah.
That does not exist. I mean, especially, you know, in the context of what I've shared with you here today, that's not possible. And there's days, like, quite honestly, and I've said these words to my wife, and I say them with sincerity. I don't know if I'm going to make it. It feels like too much. But back to my earlier statement, that's when you know you're pushing the envelope, and you're going and you're making yourself grow. And when you're doing that towards a worthy ideal and a worthy goal, to be of service to others, then what better way to feel stretched and to feel, you know, like it's too much, right? So I take it with a smile and thankfulness, but I do miss some of that. And in all honesty, I was offered the CTO position. I was like one away from the C-suite. It was definitely a high level, high demand job, but it was so much easier than this. So
Yeah.
It was a guaranteed check for the time that I had a job. Obviously, back to Dan's recent comments on his, quit your job and go live, go full-time Pokemon, which is partially true. Like, nothing is guaranteed. No matter how long you work there, no matter how good you are. Oak said it himself. Like, I may not have a job. I don't know what's happening. My boss just got fired. like things just change. And whether it's because you're publicly traded and they're trying to squeeze margins month to month and grow every month, every year, and they just forget about the people, they forget about the process, they forget about what's important. You don't have anything guaranteed in the corporate job, but while you're there, you know you're getting that paycheck. You know you're getting it. If we don't do the job, and this is the thing I've expressed to my wife and many others, if we don't work really hard, we don't get paid. Like, we don't get a paycheck. There is no money. Like, if we say, oh, you know what, I'm just gonna take it easy for a while. I don't want to list any cards this week. I don't want to go buy any collections. Yeah, whatever. Just see what happens. Okay, then live streams stop going. They don't make any money. We can't run payroll. Then you're digging yourself out of a hole because you still got operational costs. So now what? Can you catch up? Now it's not just a day behind. Now you're a week behind, 3 weeks behind, 4 weeks behind, a month behind. So you have to put in the work, and you just can't stop. Back to Oak's previous point, people depend on you, and it's a good and bad thing. Now in the corporate job, like, people depend on you too, but if you miss a presentation, you're still getting your paycheck. You're sick that week, that's all right. Like, people may be mad at you. You may have missed a deliverable. You may have lost a customer, but you're still getting your paycheck. So it's just, there's a very different demand. And for those of us that are wanting to work really hard and do a good job and be of service to others, like, when you're in this, there's no rest. There's no sleep, because it's all on us. Like, we have to do it. Even when we have employees, even when we have support and help, we all are contributing towards that goal, and we take it very seriously. So I miss that. I don't miss when I drive by the interstate every day and I look over and I see all the traffic. I'm like, not me. Go home to the house. I'm just going to swing by the post office, drop off all these packages, and go back home. Definitely don't miss the commute. But yeah, your next question, I will not be going back. Well, I will not. Let me rephrase that statement, because I want to be honest. If I ever need to take care of my family for any reason, and it came to it, of course I would. Of course I would.
Yeah.
As long as I have an opportunity to be here and continue to service others and earn a paycheck doing it, I will never go back.
Damn right.
Well, you know, I want to add to it too. Like, from everything that you're saying that's going on right now, I feel like you guys are just getting going too. I feel like it's only going to get harder. Like, you just, you know, it's going to get harder, busier, there's more on you, but things are going to get bigger. You're going to have more flexibility with, like, you know, other people to depend on, you know, not just be dependent on you all the time. Like, I really see you're nowhere near the top of the asymptote right now, right? Like, you're just kind of getting going. So I feel really confident and, like, optimistic for you that will get easier. You'll get in a better spot, more manageable. Because I'm, you know, like, imagining myself today. My daughter was sick yesterday and today. I've been, you know, at home watching her, and I worked whilst she was here, and then my wife took over when she came home, and I went and caught up on a little bit. But I'm like stressing because, you know, I missed a couple hours here and there. I got to try and make up over the next day or two, and I got a bunch of emails and meetings I had to reschedule. And, like, I feel like I'm in meetings all day, every day. I have so many, and so I'm looking at all this stuff, and like, I imagine I still got paid today. But like you're saying, whereas if I was supposed to be live streaming all day, that would have been a very different stuff. I can't live stream with a crying 3-year-old. Like, nobody's paying for those slabs. Right. So yeah, but like, I'm picturing it. I'm like, the fact that you're struggling tells me, like, you're making it happen. Because if you were doing, you were just taking days off, and you were just like, I'll just ship that tomorrow instead, kind of thing, like, you're not going to be successful. Like, we'll know that. That's just like math, right? So the fact that it's hard for you right now fills me with confidence that you're kicking ass. Well, right? Like, you are on the way up on that asymptote. Like, you are going to get to a spot where things are going to get easy, more manageable. You'll refine optimize, everything you're doing, the ways you're doing, what things are working, what aren't, that kind of stuff. Hey, maybe you have 5 minutes. Hey, maybe you go down to 1 at some point. Who knows what the future brings. So speech over on that. I'll shut up on that, all that stuff.
No, it's okay.
The data recognition. What are you phrasing it as? Am I saying that right? Data recognition, like the detection of the literal detection of the pictures.
Oh, like image recognition. Yeah.
Image recognition. Yeah. Okay, so image recognition, that could be not just Pokemon, right?
Exactly.
I feel like there's a lot of industries that would utilize, or maybe use something similar from that base fundamental code or process or whatever. So I was also excited for that. What else could you branch into with that? I feel like there's.
Even just the idea of bringing buyers to people who want to sell things, like inverse eBay, inverse the whole eBay model. It's not sellers just dumping their stuff out there. It's like people want these things. Okay, hey, does anybody want this piece of garbage I have sitting here? Oh yeah, somebody's gonna pay me $50 for it. Awesome. Like yeah.
It's so funny. I distinctly remember joking with Josh about it, like wishing we had that. I can remember it so vividly.
We'll have a hand-selected group of buyers on TCO Trading Card Bank.
Amazing.
So if you if you're interested in being a buyer, let us know, and we'll review the process and make sure that it's a good fit. But we'll get you in there. Oh, get as many Pikachus as you want, buddy.
Just a huge list. I wonder if I'm gonna show up. I have an overriding. I'll share it with you off screen. I think could be cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like you got a lot of fun stuff going on. I'm excited. I'm excited.
I am too.
I feel like 26 is just getting going for you, right?
Yeah, I mean, we will be launching the software within a couple of weeks, within the month-ish, something like that. We have some targets, but things can always change. Card and all gaming is reaching a whole new pinnacle, starting second and third business revenue streams within Q2 and Q3 respectively. And Pokemon Wonder continues to hold on tight, and here's the thing I left at the intro. I'm going to be stepping back in now a little bit and getting back into some interviews again and getting back into YouTube a little bit again. And I can now sit within a comfortable time period within the computer. And I think it's a good time. My community and the people that I've connected with have waited patiently, and I've really appreciated all their support over this whole time. People checking on me, see how I'm doing. And I can't wait to get back because it's fun. If nothing else, it was just a blast to connect with them and have a good time. So all that will be happening this year, and I'm excited. I'm thrilled, and I'm blessed.
You got a lot of fans on that side too. Outside of the businesses, you got a lot of friends and fans in the hobby for sure. Yeah,
definitely.
Many of them are here today.
A lot of them. You brought a lot of cool people in.
Brought him out of the woodwork, that's for sure. Man, it's been an absolute blast having you on again. It's been too long. I'm glad. I'm looking forward to the content. Man, this is gonna be a hell of a year. 2026 got peeked at you making interviews again. You're gonna be doing interviews.
Love it.
We're having guests on here like for really the first time. We did a few before, but we've already had 2 this year, I believe it is, and growing. So it's gonna be.
I love it.
Kind of kicking it old school, man. Throwing it back to the roots 4 years ago. People were getting on live streams. It's going to be cool, man.
I love it. Can't wait. And you guys, by the way, please don't stop. I love what you're doing. You hit 100 recently. Congratulations. So happy for you. Let's see 200, 400, 500. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, I feel like we've had more episodes this year than we did this time last year, like within within the first month and a half, right? Yeah. So it's been cooking. It's been cooking. So everybody go check out Pokemon Wonders links down below. We're gonna wrap. It's been a pleasure, dude. We'll talk to you real soon.
Guys.
Let's
Appreciate
do it.
it.
Yeah. Thanks,
See
everyone. And don't
everybody.
forget, spicy topics. Leave a spicy comment down below in the
Yeah.
video, not in the live stream. Leave it on the video for us. We can go over it. I think Wonder might win, but
We'll
so
see.
you still have a chance.
Yeah, drop the comment though when it goes live, which is right after this ends.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Thank
See
you,
ya.
guys.
Thank you. See ya.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you guys. Peace.